What up, y'all? It's your boy Young Meechy, aka Scooney Mac, aka Young Twiggy, aka We Here Another Day. And to the right of me, we got
Monte, a.k.a. Mont, a.k.a. ESV_Mont on IG, a.k.a. YFA, your favorite motherfucking Aquarius, a.k.a. Mr. Hydro Bitch, a.k.a. Real Bay Nigga. Yee! And to my right, we got
Reese, aka Richie Mo on TikTok, aka Reese's Pieces, but they always want more than a piece. And to the right of me, we have
Man, it's Keem, Mr. Dry Intro, Mr. No Nickname.
every week.
I'm here. I'm happy to be.
and this is the first episode of the Yee Pod, the Yee Podcast.
Yee!
So, yep. So, first off, we're going to start off with where we been at. It's been a minute since we recorded a podcast lately.
Man, it's day one with no accidents.
Man.
Let's get it started.
Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
so we're going to start off with the health is wealth segment. And we kind of just give an update on our mental health and then just giving an update on everything that we've been doing, where we've been at. So I'll start us off. So, man, I don't even know where to start with this year. This year has been a roller coaster ride. It's been up and down. We filmed, I believe, the last time we filmed was around February or maybe January, well, at the beginning of this year. But for me, man, where can I even start off? It's like I could start with in around March time. And one of the biggest reasons why we kind of stopped doing the recording process was my mom passed away March 16th. And then from that standpoint, it was pretty much a whole life change. So from moving to different locations, finding different jobs, working on myself mentally and emotionally, and just kind of recharging back, finding my purpose again, ultimately. I can even switch it to I became the manager at Hertz in Concord. After a month, they laid me off, played me. So, man, it's been just a lot of different things that's taken place over this entire year. But ultimately, I'm landed back right here. We got the Yee Pod. We got the first episode. And I got more motivation to create, more motivation to put out content for all of you. And to do it, my brothers, I feel like we got a whole movement we about to, have in place and taking place. So I'm just excited. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but we're going to end the year on just, the most positive note, just creating the most content and turning, the different trials and the ups and downs into positive energy. So that's where I'm at right now. What about y'all?
And the floor's been stolen, man. I ain't following that up with much of nothing, bro. Much of nothing. That's definitely the reason we've been on a hiatus. We've been caring for our brothers and ourselves. Ain't much more to say about than that, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I just wanted to start off by just first saying rest in peace again to Auntie. She was always such a cool and calming spirit, and just such a great person. And everybody who met her could feel that and understood that. So, yeah, we were just reeling from that moment. And during the break, I was able to finally graduate and get my bachelor's in finance. And so after that, I just, I took some time because I never really had time to process certain things with being in school. It was just school. So took some time off, kind of went incognito mode. And, I learned a lot in that period just by myself, focused on myself spiritually and mentally. And the conversations that were had and the conversations that weren't had taught me a lot. And it really just put me in a better perspective of, who is really there and who I can count on. So it's been a very interesting journey these past couple of months. And we're just excited to get back to y'all.
Yeah.
I've been chilling. You know what I'm saying? Got a new little job or whatever. Like everybody else, like I be taking. You know what I've been doing? I've been more positive. Like I used to like dwell on like negative shit all the time, or like wake up and be in like bad moods and shit like that for like whatever reason. Really my own self. But then now like every day really a new day for me. Like I wake up and I damn near don't even remember yesterday. I'm dead ass. Like I don't be remembering shit from the day before. I don't like. It's like it don't matter to me no more. It's like whatever. It's the moment. Whatever's
Staying
happening
present.
in that. Yeah. And it's like that's really been a huge change in my life to like stay in the moment and live in the moment and not really care about the future or the past. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen, and whatever already happened, it already happened. So I can just focus on the now. That's all I can control really is the now, as much as I can. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's been a big like thing for me.
It's so freeing once you get to that point, man.
It helped me stay positive a lot because you just don't dwell on shit. You just don't overthink shit as much. I'm still an overthinker, but yeah, that's what I've been on, chilling, trying to stack up. I'm trying to move, so I'm trying to make that happen.
Man, it's giving very much T-shirt vibes, man. Like you're staring off
know
into
what
the
it's
distance.
Who?
You know, like it's chilling, man.
You,
Man, your
Oh.
vibe, man. It's like you're
T-shirt.
matching the shirt. Like you really just,
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
like you know, it's got one of those. Like I feel it. I
Appreciate
feel the
that.
aura. Feel
We
the
gotta
energy.
clip that.
Man.
Feel it.
But ultimately, you know, and then to even bring it back to me and combining what everybody was saying, just been working on like my mental health, trying to get back into reading books, or listening to books.
I didn't even know you could read, Meech.
Man. Listening to books with Audible, the audio books and whatnot.
Yep, see?
Yeah, I gotta listen to them, yo. I gotta listen.
I'm just playing.
You gotta work your way up.
Yeah. But ultimately, like you said, just trying to put out the most content, trying to stay focused, trying to create a movement in the Bay, and
Yes,
starting
sir.
off with the Yee Pod. We believe in this, and we trying to collab with people, just trying to put the best content out. So, but let us start off with the first topic. We're gonna start off with something that happened yesterday. Tragically, PNB Rock passed away, and it was due to a robbery and obviously gun violence as well. So it sparked a lot of debate on social media because one of the things that was brought up is that his girlfriend, she posted where they were at, their location, being at Roscoe Chicken and Waffles, and that's where everything took place. So first off, what I want to say is rest in peace to PNB Rock. It seemed like it keeps happening more and more nowadays with rappers, with artists, especially in the LA area, that's being, taken out way too soon. So that's the first thing I want to start off with is just rest in peace, PNB Rock. He put out great music. I'm pretty sure music that touched people all around the world. So rest in peace to PNB Rock. And then I want to kind of get more so also into y'all thoughts about it as well. What do y'all think about just the whole overall situation, including, how the world is taking it?
I feel like with the little information that I've seen, because I don't have, a lot of knowledge on really what happened, and I think that I just don't know what happened, bro. Like, why did they see him? Like, did they just see him there riding by, or people be in a Waffle House all the time? Like, did somebody randomly see him, then text somebody they know, like, oh, woo, woo, here right now, or is it her post, which I don't think helped the situation, but is it what she posted? Then somebody seen it and they like, okay, let's go get him. I don't know, but overall, it's sad. It's some bum shit. I'm tired of celebrities and whoever, like just people just getting robbed and killed, and it's just dumb to me. I understand that that's how some people get their living. I don't necessarily agree with it. I do understand it because we all come from situations or environments, you know what I'm saying, that we know people who are in that life or of that life, whatever. We get it, but it's dumb to me. It's real dumb to me. I'm tired of it, especially with social media. It feel like people trying to like capitalize off of it, or like don't know. It's weird, and I just wish that motherfuckers can live their life freely without this dumb shit. Well, yeah, that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely fucked up. Man, like, rest in peace that guy, PNB, you know.
Rest in peace.
Philadelphia done lost a young legend. I ain't gonna lie. I was looking up, like, Meek Mill posts and shit like that, bro. They seem like they really hurt by it. I don't know. I can't say I feel like, you know, my favorite rapper, but I know who PNB was, and it hurts. You feel me? I sung his music, so I know the pain that people go through. But I just feel my heart goes out to the area and the family and whatnot. But I ain't got much to say about death.
Yeah, I just want to say, like King said, rest in peace to PNB. It's very unfortunate. It's sad. You know, I don't like you know, I don't know all the details, but I really just feel like, you know, young black men are cursed when it comes to just having success. Like, you're just a way bigger target on your back, and so that's to me is the saddest part about it. You know what I'm saying? And just the violence is just, you know, it's unfortunate, and I hope that, you know, his family can find the right, you know, state of mind and find some peace eventually. But it's definitely sad news.
The thing is, too, is that they said that he was with his family. So he was just with his family. They was out, you know, out eating pretty much. And that's all we pretty much know about it at this point. We don't know, like, how the situation fully took place. It's just, you know, once
and
again.
Really, though, that's
yeah.
like all we need to know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like when stuff like this happen, we don't need to know all the details and all that stuff. The moment itself is just sad enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, we be wanting that information for, you know, selfish reasons. But he lost his life, man. So, you know, regardless of how it happened or the details surrounding it, I feel like we need to do a better job of getting past that moment when somebody passed and figure out what happened, X, Y, Z, and just understand that a life was lost, and we need to do better. Just, you know, as a people, and, you know, just when it comes to us being successful and growing as a community, we just need to do better.
And with all that being said, stay on your toes, especially if you're a celebrity. I understand this shit is nonsense, but you got to stay on your toes. Like, you got to be ready. I'm sorry.
Especially if you're a rapper.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? You got all that jewelry and shit, they coming for it. So
It's a certain energy you carry with you.
yeah.
Yeah. So, rest in peace to PNB Rock. Man, and our heart goes out to the family. Let us switch it up a little bit. As we know, this is the Yee podcast, so I got to give y'all a crazy Bay Area story that took place this week. Now, as you know, we've been trying to make it through. First, we was making through all the, you know, all the different like heat wave and all that type of stuff that took place last week. For the most part, it hasn't been a crazy week, but I do got a crazy story that's out of San Carlos. If people don't know about San Carlos, it's close to Daly City, close to SF, about like an hour and 20 from Vallejo. And in San Carlos,
Never heard of that place ever.
hour and 20 minutes from Vallejo.
Sound like a GTA city.
Yeah. But a man was arrested after beheading a woman with a sword. So they said that he severed the woman's head with a sword, and pretty much I believe it was the boyfriend of the woman. And the full details is not out with this one, is like what happened between their situation, but they said that he went back to like her neighborhood where she lived, and then, you know, he did what he did. He cut her head off with a sword.
So were they together or nah?
They saying at one point in time they were together.
It was over the P5. They broke up. She deleted his 2K My Player, and he had to do what he had to do. You ever felt the anger?
Did he get a badge for it?
Bro, you know how hard, especially if he had 99, you know how hard you gotta work to get a 99.
Bro.
If you delete my 99, I might cut your head off.
Especially on the new 2K.
And I think she probably knew that he liked to sharpen his sword a lot.
You know what I'm
On the
saying?
daily, he's sharpening his sword type shit.
You know he rock with this
He's
shit.
bugging.
You said what?
You dead ass just said that came out of these headphones. Over
Hey.
2K.
Over 2K, nigga. Niggas be crazy, bruh. Hey, it's the Bay.
Hey, yo.
San Carlos. When have you ever heard of San Carlos? It's
San
got to be crazy
Carlos-
niggas in San Carlos.
San Carlos definitely sounds like a samurai sword city. Like
It do.
That's what they
sound-
said. It was with a samurai
Yeah,
sword.
it
too.
sound
Jap-
like
yeah,
some
gotta be
fucking
Japanese.
crazy
You ain't gonna
shit
get through the.
going on.
They caught him though, right?
They caught him. Yeah,
he
he's
turned
arre-
himself in.
He is arrested. He went back to the neighborhood afterwards too.
He was trying to catch another one.
Man, so yeah, he got caught.
He probably left his sword in her neck.
He had to go back and get it.
He said-
He couldn't pull it out in time to get away.
I can't even
All right, I'm
laugh.
sorry.
I don't even know
I'm a little
how-
dark.
I don't even know how these jokes come. That's wild. The first thing that came to my mind after he had to get his sword out of her neck is nah. Samurai swords are sharp for that reason, so that they don't get stuck in people's necks.
I don't know. What if he's not strong enough to get it all the way through? That motherfucker heavy. You ever held a sword?
Man.
They heavy.
Yeah, they motherfuckers.
They heavy.
That motherfucker
Ain't
went
nothing to
straight
play
through
with,
it.
for sure.
The swords they use in movies are props, nigga.
So it kind of sound like, you know, he hit her with it, and then, you know, it kind of got stuck. But he panicked, so he left.
Yeah, he left.
Okay.
And then he came back, and, you know, he tried to, you know,
Get the sword.
like King Arthur trying to get the sword out the little the stone, whatever it is.
Left
He was
the
trying to.
evidence. Yeah.
They saying that he had a violent criminal past and he had a history
So
of
that's
mental
fucking
Not
obvious.
health
him,
illness
not
as
him.
well.
Dead ass
Not
obvious.
him. Not him.
That's
Come on,
like
man.
when they get to looking for like shit that the little black boy did to get shot. Like, come on, relax. We ain't even looking for that. We know he fucked up in the head.
And why are we not talking about what did she do to make a nigga want to cut her head off?
We know that.
We don't even know what she did. They
Why
ain't
did you
even
blame
reported
him?
that. They haven't reported what she did, but they haven't reported. The main focus has been on
shit
her.
don't
They said that she was identified by her father. But one thing too,
So they brought him the head.
Or the body.
I think he went.
Which one? Which one did he identify? Come on, which one did? Because you fucking me up with the story. And I'm
Or
ready
the
to move
sword.
on.
Or the sword.
I'm
I'm
ready
pretty
to
sure.
move
I'm
on.
pretty sure he
That's
went to
cold
the
as
house.
hell.
When he went to the
Oh,
house,
okay.
like he
That's
identified
shaky.
her, and he was like, you know,
Nothing to do with San Carlos.
Yeah.
Nah.
Can you imagine having a kid and they all grown up and you go to their house one day and then you just
the thing is that she did have 2 kids though too. One thing we gotta let you know, she was a mom.
Did they
of
say
2
it's by
kids.
him?
Not, I don't think it was by the actual dad though. They're not saying that though. So
wow.
yeah,
Hopefully they can live with their dad.
man.
I know you can never bounce back from losing your mother, but at least
that'd be
it helps to have one
yeah.
parent at least.
This story stood out to me too because I was just like, I mean, when do people? Hey, it's the crazy story of the week that happened in the
You know, meet
I
your
like
code.
man in the Bay
Tried
Area.
to
I'm
have
like,
Domestic violence
I came
cases.
across this story and I was just like, when people still using swords? Like that's the first thing that came to my
This
mind.
nigga still got a sword
He still got a sword.
from an antique shop.
In the Bay,
Deadpool,
in
nigga.
the Bay, or close to the Bay. I'm like, what,
You ever been in a pawn shop? They got everything in there.
man?
Yeah, man.
They sure do.
Yeah, bro.
Daggers and shit.
We got like a Chinatown in a lot of these cities too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Sheesh, bro.
But
What you think about this, Meech? You brought it up. Like, how you feel about this?
I mean, ultimately, obviously, it's sad because a mom is taken away from her kids. 2 kids are still, now they don't have that parent. They don't have a mom. You can't replace a mom, a mother figure. But the story itself, I'm like, it does make me want to know more about how did this even take place and why. I'm not trying to sound funny, but like, why did he choose a sword? Like, what made him? Because to me, if you choosing that, like, it had to have been some type of
Personal
It had to
shit.
have been personal. It
I feel like
had
a
to
lot
have
of
been
people just
personal.
feel like, you know what, I'm never gonna get caught. I feel like a lot of people live their lives with that thought.
But he went back. He went back to
thinking
the
he
air-
wasn't gonna get caught. Like,
And I'm thinking again, this sword is heavy.
crazy,
How does she
bruh.
like not get away? I'm thinking like you didn't run or nothing because Swords are heavy.
Time, yeah.
If he chasing you with that motherfucker, he gotta be strong.
You shouldn't have a sword to begin with if you that strong. That's crazy.
Maybe that nigga just like knives. There's some people in the world that just collect knives and shit like that.
Man,
I hope not.
man. But
Rest in peace to Shorty, man.
Rest
And
in
Meech,
peace.
stop bringing these sad ass
What's her name?
stories.
What's her name? What's her name, bro? You got her name? Let's say her name, bro.
Actually, I don't think they even reported her name. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think they gave us that news.
All right, so
Rest in peace, Jane.
He said
Jane Doe.
Jane Doe.
Rest in peace. Hey man. Oh wait. Let me see. I think
Another sword.
I'm not going. I don't know if I'm going to try to
Yeah.
say her name.
Yeah,
Honestly,
don't butcher
I
it.
ain't gonna do that. We just gonna say rest in peace.
Well, she not black.
You know, I don't think so. They didn't give us that detail, but I don't think she black. But it's been a lot that happened since we left doing the podcast, in the beginning of this year. So we're going to kind of mix it up with a little rapid fire recap of some things that took place in the midst of the time when we've been gone, also combining it with some stuff that happened nowadays, some stuff that's a little trending. So let us start off with, since we never got our chance to give our opinion on this, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. Tell me your thoughts on that one.
I agree with both of them.
Yeah.
I agree with the joke because it was funny, and he's a comedian. They're gonna be jokes. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with Will Smith. Like, man, that's my wife. If I felt the way, now I gotta slap the shit out you. There's millions of people watching. I'm pussy. Like, I gotta put these hands on you. But
I think those millions of people watching actually made it even worse.
Yeah.
He knew it. He knew.
Yeah.
He knew how big that stage was.
yeah, but I'm gonna always watch a Will Smith movie. I don't care who he slapped.
Man.
I'm just, should he have not did it? I guess because it's a white people like program. Like, you got to be like professional and like impress them. I guess I'm not that type of person, but man, did he slap the shit out of Chris Rock?
That form was immaculate,
You know?
boy. Like he was really King Richard right there, bro.
And
Like,
everybody acting like, oh, I would have did this to Will. You would probably wouldn't have did shit.
Man.
Like, don't just think Will Smith pussy. He not. This nigga played Muhammad Ali. He's a method actor.
Yeah.
And he played Muhammad Ali. Put them two together, you get hands,
Man.
nigga. That's what you get.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm the biggest Will Smith fan. So to me, I look at it like Lamont said, it's a comedian. A comedian did what he's supposed to do. Like he told his joke. But I feel like at the same time, when you tell a joke, you gotta know that we gonna react. It's however way we gonna react.
you
So
gotta read the room, man.
exactly. So I feel like Will Smith did what he felt like he had to do. He had to step in for Jada, for his wife. You kind of see the change too. Like I think Will was laughing at first, and then he seen Jada like how serious she was with it, and then he had to. He made his point. He got up on stage. My thing is more so is like I don't get why Chris Rock didn't duck or move.
He stood out. He was waiting for a hug. Nigga. He's like,
The nigga
my
walked
dog.
from hella far. Hella far.
My dog.
Like he did. He
That
just
was
stood there.
crazy.
I don't get it. Like I get you hosting, but like to me, if I see somebody walking up on me, it ain't no way I'm just like just standing there.
Yeah.
Keep your distance.
Knowing what you just said, too.
Yeah. that was crazy.
Knowing what you just said exactly. So
I didn't think the joke was like that funny or that like serious. Like I kind of saw it as a overreaction on Will Smith part, but when it comes to your wife, you can never. Who am I to say it's an overreaction? So I didn't think the joke was funny or nothing like that. I just thought that if Will had a problem with him, they could have settled that backstage for sure. Cause if you go up there, you don't know, but you kind of assuming that the person that you slap probably not going to slap back and start a whole melee in front of all those cameras. You know what I'm saying? So if you had a problem with it, you probably could have saw him backstage or something like that. But I think Chris Rock has always been a coon, so I was happy to see it.
For real?
With all that said, yeah.
We're gonna have to talk about that after this. I'm not saying I disagree with you or agree with you. I just want to know your reasoning.
Just First of all, Pootie Tang was very, very stereotypical movie.
This nigga had that ready.
And then I don't know if y'all saw the clip where they had the white comedians and Chris Rock in the back, and he was just allowing all of them to say nigga, and he was cracking up with them. And Jerry Seinfeld was the only white comedian back there. Is like, I don't think that's funny. Yeah. So I think it was just
Hey, Seinfeld a funny
felt
show.
good. It is.
Damn, I don't want to say that.
Man.
It's the white in me. It's like 22%.
What was your thoughts on it, Keem, when it first came out?
Man, every time I hear it, it now, all I can think about is the song. There's a song. Will Smith smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. Smack the taste out that nigga mouth.
It's a song.
It's a song.
I swear to God, we should react to it. I can't even take it serious no more. I disassociate it with. It's funny though. It's funny to think about it now. Chris Rock standing there talking about. I mean, maybe I don't know. They live in a small bubble. It's famous like actors, comedians. I don't know if they know about each other's like personal health issues and things of that nature, but to joke on somebody who has alopecia, and I don't even know the definition of, but like, you feel me? Like to joke about
that's really fat.
To joke about that, like, and
whatever that is,
like,
nigga,
you deserve to be getting punched on. Man, alopecia. I don't know. Look, let me just go ahead and definition of, because this is what I be doing every day now.
It disproportionately affects black women.
Definition of aloe. How you even spell that?
I think
shit?
they can't go there.
Oh, there you go. They don't even got no like the partial or complete absence of hair from. Okay. Well, yeah, he should know what he's talking about. She bald by disease. That's basically what he's trying to say.
You can't do that. You can't do that with black. You know how black women is with their hair, fam.
Yeah.
They sensitive about that shit.
Bro, Jada evil. That's just
That's
just karma catching up to her, nigga.
They said she been cold since Minister Society when she tried to get Kane to move to that Atlanta at 18 to raise a kid.
To raise a
I'm
kid.
Like,
hey, fresh out of high school, bro. He only been out of high school for like a month. If that.
She throwing the whole world at this nigga.
And she was fucking him while he was in high school. Think about that. The character.
Man.
But it's okay though, cause it's the other way around, right?
Bro. And then Stoney was fucking for cash and set it off, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Jada she been letting y'all know exactly what time it is, nigga. That's damn.
Huzzy.
He floozy.
Damn. Gotta watch her. Let me shut up with Will Smith. He'll definitely whoop my ass. But I'm gonna win the lawsuit. So matter of fact, yeah. Fuck her. Go whoop my ass, Will.
Oh man. Is that all of our final thoughts on the Will Smith and Chris Rock's incident, the whole situation?
Yeah, man. Somebody just slap Chris again right now. If y'all see Chris Rock right now,
I think Chris Rock still ain't accepting his apology either. He's just like, he ain't really tripping.
His face still hurt.
Nigga still concussed. He's still in protocol.
Hey, Lupita thought that was a joke. She was like, okay.
The way she was looking at him. This shit go crazy. I don't care.
Put it up to the mic closer.
Gotcha.
Look at Lupita.
Lupita like, oh,
fine ass.
Man.
She was looking good though.
Was she?
I heard this song.
She is.
You remember this?
Yeah, I remember this.
She probably gonna be the next Black Panther. I want to see that.
Yeah, it's like the taste out that nigga. Yeah. Hey man, first things first, man. Shout out to Will.
Shout out to Will, man.
Bro.
Yeah, he did that.
And then he walked away with an award too.
Yeah, you forget that Will won his first
yeah,
Oscar.
yeah.
He won his first Oscar that night.
And that's how you supposed to.
Nigga took 2 dubs
Smack
that
the
night.
shit out of somebody.
That nigga ain't lost the fight since the intro to Fresh Prince.
Man.
Come on, man. I'm playing with
That's
Will
a
Smith.
long ass time, and they been running that same fight back for years. Come on,
That
they-
nigga had him over his neck, nigga. I'm
Go
like,
on.
damn.
I got another one for y'all. What was y'all first thoughts when monkeypox hit?
shit, I still be looking at my arm.
Body
Come on.
herpes.
That nigga said body herpes.
Definitely body
nothing.
herpes. If you got body herpes, get the fuck away from
I'm
me.
like, hey, I've always been a king. I ain't never been on monkey, so I ain't been tripping on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So racial.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Monkeypox.
Only black people can get it. What the fuck you mean?
Like,
Hey, you know what's crazy though?
What?
They had vaccines for monkeypox. Like they had like 1 million vaccines for it, like 20 years ago.
Mm-mm.
And when it first popped up in Africa, they decided not to give them the vaccine, which is why now monkeypox is all over the place. So, so America is basically responsible for monkeypox.
What aren't we responsible for?
Man.
That's a good question.
Man.
Just blame us. We'll take
You
it.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't care at this point.
Yeah, they don't
fam.
give a fuck.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? That's the thing. Yeah, I did it, and that's what America do. You want to go to war?
Sue me, nigga.
You go to war.
Let's go, nigga. Run that.
We've been collecting taxes for years,
You know what I'm
nigga,
saying?
just for this cause, boy.
We got intercontinental belts, whatever, heavyweight belts.
Intercontinental.
We got all kind of belts. Tag team,
Tag
nigga.
team.
We UK, we teamed up with them. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all want? We got all the belts,
They
nigga.
just dropped Top Gun. They like, try me, nigga. Like, that was a propaganda movie, bro. They like, try me.
Tom Cruise got the country hype, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga? Stop playing, bro. We feeling real patriotic right now, nigga.
The another one for y'all. The Queen passed away. The
Who
Queen.
Who
Yeah.
Queen?
Man, the Queen out in the UK.
No, that
Oh,
shit's
you
so-
talking about
RIP
you
to
talking
the
about Lizzie?
Queen,
You
man.
talking about Lizzie?
RIP.
RIP to the Queen.
Lizzie in a
man.
box, nigga.
that shit's
Big
wild.
pack, nigga.
Damn.
Really smoking that. Really, they see him. It was at the little football game, little soccer game, singing "Lizzie's in the box."
That's-
Lizzie's in the box.
Yeah, I
It was
seen
hella
that.
Irish.
Yeah, the Irish.
That's
Like-
fucked up.
It's not though.
I don't really, as a matter of fact, yeah, I don't really know what
I don't
she
care for
done
monarchies.
or hasn't done, so I don't know if it's fucked up. Like,
I know what she's done. I know that every time you see her with a crown on, all of them jewels is stolen from either Africa or India. I know that she had concentration camps in Kenya where they was raping and torturing all types of people. And those are just two examples. You know what I'm saying? Her family was the family that started the slave trade and all that shit. So,
and before her death, she never tried to repent any of those sins.
Repent of those.
I mean,
Nah,
she
just
was
there to protect her family, bro.
she was
Oh,
racist
okay. I
against
was
she
just
was
making
racist against
sure.
Megan.
I
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
know.
That's why they left. So I guess she ain't changed. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I don't know shit.
So you know what I'm saying?
So basically, he's
Fucking
saying
big pack,
it's called soccer now.
Lizzie Pack, nigga.
That shit, no, it's
You
not
mean,
called
nigga?
football no more. It's called soccer.
It's soccer now. Nigga.
I was just shocked, like seeing the videos of the people, like they was like, "Long live the king, long live." I was like, "This still happening in our time period, 2022." We got the whole sword situation.
They
That we
hypnotized-
got people.
people-
we got the queen and kings and stuff
Knighted
like
and
that. I'm
shit.
like, this is something.
Niggas just riding horses
seen-
again.
I don't know if you
On the
seen it.
border, nigga. Like, what
But
the
If I
hell?
see a carriage,
Like the way they're treating the queen after death is the way they're treating that Argentinian president, the woman, how they tried to assassinate her in the middle of the news. Like, they're treating her the same way.
Oh, I
Like,
seen that.
the janky.
I think I don't know what she did,
That was
but I know what Lizzie was up to.
That was
you know what I'm saying.
Whoa.
why they be living for
Yeah.
hella long too? Like
'Cause-
her son, the king, and he what, like 80? Or how old is this?
That
nigga?
nigga old as hell, boy.
Hey, he was 80,
They got a Joe Biden too,
He's
nigga.
like 76.
He like 70 something.
Yeah, he upper
'Cause
70s.
she,
You
look,
know what I'm
look, if
saying?
she died
This
at
nigga-
96 and he's 80, she was fucking.
That's
She was fucking.
Yeah.
At 16, she was fucking.
It was like
fucking-
she
be
survived by
perverts.
her cousins, her nephews and all that shit, and it was like who's all the same person.
See, my dumb ass it's just the ignorance is bliss with me. I just see an old white bitch with a crown on. I'm like, oh. I don't even look.
I don't never say, "Oh, to a
look-
white lady,"
I don't
bro.
look past the picture of it. I just, oh.
Nah.
Like, what's the resume? She enslaved hella people, concentration camps and shit.
What's the resume?
I had no idea. I thought she was a sweet old lady. You could have fooled me. She might have poisoned my dumb ass and had me.
Everybody got
I
dirt.
think she might have been dead too, though. You know, it ain't gonna really tell you when she died for real. You know
She's
what
dead
I'm
for a
saying?
week.
She was there, but as soon as COVID first came out, that's when she first died. Man. They were like, we're gonna have to wait a little bit.
Like, we got to figure this shit out.
we gotta create a plan together. We gotta
They're
make
like,
sure that
nobody knows she did?
Oh man,
That's crazy.
All right, let's move on from one
smoking
queen
in that Lizzie pack
to a black queen.
Uh-oh.
Serena Williams retired. What's y'all thoughts on Serena Williams and her career and her retirement?
I missed the whole
One of the
career.
greatest athletes ever.
Blinked,
Period.
it was over.
No gender.
Top five.
No
man.
nothing.
And the best female athlete, I feel like.
Yeah.
Her and Simone Biles, they up there, but Serena just longevity is just.
I haven't watched many matches
insane, bro.
live,
She just dominant.
but I've seen one, and it was one that she lost against Osaka, and she's amazing. I don't know, even in losing, Serena Williams is just amazing. Like everything about her is just, you know. I wish I would have seen her win so I could have like those good experiences, but like, yeah, I don't know. I ain't got it like that. I blinked and her career was over. I should have been paying more attention.
She been doing that since we was like 3.
Yeah, I've been working and
3,
smoking
bro.
weed.
One thing it does make me think of is like
She's a goat.
I gotta see. I mean, I'm wearing this Laker hoodie, but thinking about her retiring and I never got a chance to see her play in person made me think about some of the legends that's getting close to retirement as well, like the LeBron James. I got to see him in person.
Me too.
He's a legend.
What?
What?
Just fucking.
No,
I'm on his neck. I'm like, I hate LeBron. Ever since he left Cleveland the first time.
Couldn't respect it.
We never got the chance to talk about this though. Also, and I'm gonna ask you this question though: which championship meant the most?
Come on now.
And we in the Bay though, but did the Warriors championship mean the most
Yes.
compared to the
And
Los
I'm not
Angeles
being
Rams
biased.
championship
Of
down in the
course.
SoCal?
It's the E podcast.
It's the
And I'm not being biased. You talk about LA got it better than who? Fucked it up.
Right? With his little
sir.
Lakers shirt on.
Man, I gotta say this though. I didn't get the chance to give, Steph his props on the pod. I remember y'all predicted the Warriors was gonna win the championship a while back.
Can we pull that up?
We
You
may
know
have
what
to
I'm
pull
saying?
that one back.
Go ahead and just edit that in right now.
I may have to edit that one in. But I gotta say, I feel like that championship or this past championship really showcased to me, that Steph is one of the greatest of all time. Like I used to just kind of look at Steph more so like the greatest shooter of all time, but he's not just one of the greatest shooters. He's one of the greatest players of all time. And seeing how he took over. He took over. He led the Warriors to that championship. And I had the Celtics winning, so in 7. So but the Warriors pulled it off.
That's wild.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, ain't it?
Man.
Yeah, and he was rocking with the Lakers too.
Right up to the last minute, huh?
Right to the
He
Steph
said,
is definitely
they gonna
the greatest NBA player under 6'5".
Fuck the Rams.
man, I ain't even see that. The Rams won something? I was watching every moment of that Warriors run, though. That's crazy. They didn't play but one game as a trio all year. And that was like 15 seconds before Draymond got hurt.
Oh, shout out to Clay too. Shout
They
out to
played
Clay.
20 games together all year, and them boys got it done.
That boy Clay was unbelievable on defense in the last couple of games
Man,
too.
we're going to have to talk about that.
Man, but
They did
just his
something
story in
special.
general. This was his first year back from all those injuries, and in that year, y'all win a championship. Like,
Yeah,
Clay don't lose in the finals.
man, that's
And I'm tired of look. I ain't gonna. We gonna eventually we gonna have to have these conversations because they're gonna be sitting down just like the Bulls are sitting down now. But I just don't think that the Bulls. Which team are we comparing them to now? Because we got 4 rings. We ain't that far off. You gonna compare that 93 and 9 season, 73 and 9 season?
That nigga said 93.
You gonna come?
I'm thinking like, damn, that's
We won hella games. That time. We
The fuck?
swept the whole playoff. We won 16 games and lost one game in the final. We have never lost a series We have never lost a playoff series under Coach Steve.
when
Kerr.
everybody is playing,
When
Like,
everyone's
it's-
healthy.
when everybody's
so
healthy,
many,
you know.
it's so many little like who got it better than us? That's a blessing.
And the fact that,
Celtics
you
and the
know,
Lakers.
That's a blessing.
you know.
I mean, just
Come on, we don't need that. We
Come
don't
on,
need that,
Jeffrey.
Meech. We don't need that, Meech, bro. But just the fact that you see what the Celtics did to all the other stars in the East during the playoffs. KD looked like a shell of
Literally.
himself.
cooked.
Giannis wasn't doing his thing. The Heat couldn't score for nothing. And then you got Steph averaging 30 on them boys. The best defensive team in the league last
Rated,
season.
for sure.
And Steph is out there just fucking around
I
Talking
mean,
shit too.
all the time. That was like one of the greatest series I ever seen anybody play.
I watched
Just
Game
personally,
4
you
at
know what I'm
Chase
saying?
too. This shit was lit.
That nigga was
Lit.
That game forward, boy.
We had Chase lit. I ain't gonna lie. It was an environment. Ooh, I never forget that.
Oh.
got another one for y'all. Is it a deal breaker if she can't cook?
No.
You answered that way.
You know
Wait,
what?
can't cook like at all?
Way
Because
too
it's
fast.
like what level of can't cook are we talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
If she can't cook, so
If
she like
can't cook.
She can't boil some fucking noodles?
You can't boil an
You know
egg,
what I'm
man.
saying?
she probably could boil noodles. She probably could boil noodles.
Eggs, nigga?
Them motherfucking
What are we
rice
That's why I
roni
say, what's the
packets.
level?
They come with instructions on the box.
You know what I'm saying, nigga? You can't bake?
So what we saying is she can't really bake type shit.
She can't bake. She can't really cook. Like she can
Prepare a
probably, she probably.
So you
can-
can't depend on her to make a meal for you.
Yeah, she
ain't
can't
gonna
really
work
make a
for me.
real meal. She probably can heat up something for you.
I'm
Does
not
this
gonna say
look
it's a
at-
deal breaker because
Hold
we could both learn how to cook.
That's
you know
what
what
I'm
saying?
thinking.
If that's the problem, but it's not a deal breaker. I might just choose to chill with somebody else that night if she can't cook. You know what I'm saying?
Does-
It's shit I
This.
can't do, though, so I ain't going to be like,
I'm
damn.
finna say,
bitch.
does this
Yeah.
hypothetical bitch? Does she provide? Like, what does she do? She don't cook, so does she work? What does she
I'm
do
hoping she works if she
to
don't
make
cook.
up for this non-cook?
If she don't
Can
cook,
she
she suck dick.
clean?
Man,
Well,
Because the bathroom stinks, and
gotta wash
does
it
she
machine.
shop for the food that I make that she don't cook?
Come on,
She
Meech.
could possibly do all those other things, but she don't.
She
she
might
don't.
want
She
to.
can't cook
She
though.
perfect, but
she
she
can't
can't
cook.
cook.
She gonna
Yeah,
sing
that's
with
just she can't cook at all though. Like
Then
at
she
all.
gonna be perfect.
is she not willing to learn?
Mm,
If
She's-
she's not willing to learn, I can't. That's a deal
'Cause
breaker.
If
you
you're not
could send a bitch-
coachable,
No.
it's,
You know what I'm
could send
saying?
this
Yeah.
to culinary school.
it's
like,
not
You can send it to
your thing.
Because
That'd
I'm
give
not
us
the
something to
greatest
do.
cook, but I'm willing to, you feel me, learn how to cook different stuff.
Let's go on YouTube right quick.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's figure something out.
Do
You know
something
what I'm
together.
saying?
We can both learn. We can both fuck it up, laugh at
Man.
each other, and then do it better the next time.
And it's probably an Instagram that'll teach you to cook nowadays. Shit.
You think that, but them 30-second videos are how you fucked up. You be
Stomach
like, damn,
inside
that
out.
that shit look hella easy. You do it yourself, and it don't look the same.
Everything tastes raw as hell. You like,
Man,
Should
like
be
that
extra
girl,
crispy.
like that girl that got the tattoos on her neck was supposed to get the 444 with the 222.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, don't
You
be
know
doing
what I'm
that internet
saying?
shit. Don't be believing that internet
Mhm.
shit. Yeah, she got her little 15 seconds of fame. We mentioned you on the show.
you know what I'm saying? I've been with
Nasty
girls
ass
that,
tattoos.
only knew how to make chicken Alfredo, but, that was good enough for me at that point. You know what I'm
Damn
saying? We
right.
wasn't going to eat it all the time, but I know she was able to do that at least. You know what I'm saying? We can learn from there.
My sister makes some good ass chicken Alfredo, man. Shout out to her. I'm gonna text her. And see if she
No cap. I had a girl who was with me for like 6 months. She owned spot, 2 jobs. Man, when I say the pots in the kitchen and the cabinet had spider webs in them.
She had to work to eat.
Like, nigga, I know you gotta wash the pot before you cook it, but you gotta rinse out spider web though. Why you even got these motherfuckers in here?
Motherfuckers still new.
Like, just come on, they brand new,
new,
like
huh?
Still
brand
got the little sticker inside.
ain't
Still got the
never
sticker
been
in.
used before.
Ain't got a scratch on it.
Why you got these decorations in your cabinet?
It's
I don't get that,
an antique closet.
man. You got a damn China
What about you,
cabinet.
Meech?
I'm gonna say it's not a deal breaker, but I mean, we can learn together. But it is kind of like a little flag to me because I'm like, if we really thinking about this, if she can't cook, then most likely that means either her mama can't cook or like she just never learned from her mom or something like that. So
That nigga went down the line.
so you gotta look up the history. You gotta look up the family
Damn
history when you
right.
think about this. So
Or she could just be somebody that eat out a lot, and that's also not really too
You can cook, Meech?
too good.
I can heat up some stuff. I can make some yams, some potatoes,
You're a hypocrite.
some greens. I can make some greens.
Double
But what I was
standards,
gonna
Meech.
say is though, because like you said, if she can't cook, then probably her mama can. I'm not really a great cook, but my dad be throwing down. You know what I'm saying? That's just my fault that I never like took the initiative to be like, hey, can you teach me?
Yeah.
It's, or I mean, he could have. Actually, I've tried, but like, I could try more. You know, and be like, hey, can you teach me how to do this, or can we make this? You know what I'm saying? But
It's an effort thing, and plus
It's
you
an
don't
effort.
even really be knowing when they starting to cook. You
Like,
know what
for
I'm saying?
real, I
It's
be
just-
in
it's
the
a whole
room
different. It's a whole lot of
smoking.
stuff that go in.
King, you said it right there. That
You
nigga start
already
cooking. I
washing
don't,
this shit. I ain't even know what's
Getting
going
You know
on.
what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because my sister be throwing down, and I always thought about that.
yeah.
Like, I always feel like I just be in the fucking way. I be asking questions like, "What do you need me to do now? What do you need me to do now?"
That's just what I've been like lately. I've been trying to, whenever you cooking, let me know so I can at least observe some shit. So
It definitely ain't a deal breaker, but it would be like, man, I would want her to know how to cook. But
For
if she
sure,
don't
for
know how to
sure.
cook, then we both can learn how to cook.
but if you knew how to cook, would it be a problem?
If I knew how to cook, yeah, because I can't cook I'm not gonna be cooking everything. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna lie. I like to
Dealbreaker.
cook. I just don't know how to
Bitch
cook
cut.
everything.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I
can't be
probably
cooking
wouldn't mind.
everything. I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to fuck up no food.
If I'm cooking, she doing the dishes though. Like it ain't no. I'm doing both. Like
It's got to be some teamwork.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And them motherfuckers better not be there for more than a day. For real. Because if I'm cooking every day, this shit gonna stack up.
Yeah.
And now you got more on your plate. It's just gonna make her not want to do the dishes more when she see more and more dishes. So why not just knock it out?
She did not be present with you.
You know, while I'm cooking, I'm done using something, clean it.
Just
feel
like
me?
that, straight like that.
Makes sense.
And then when we done,
We
we
done.
eating, after we done eating and stuff, you ain't got too many dishes to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
Clean as we go.
I got another subject for y'all, another law that was recently passed by Illinois. But before we get into that law, people are calling it the Purge Law. But before we
heard
get
about
into,
that
you
one.
heard about that?
Yeah.
Before we get into that, though, let us take a quick break and then we'll come back. We'll
We gotta
talk
pay
about
some
that.
bills. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about this law that was established by in Illinois and what people are calling the Purge Law. So kind of let me give you a quick little breakdown. So basically the law is supposed to be meant for kind of like even the playing field of those that are rich and then those that are poor. So eliminating bail. So eliminating having to pay bail. So because right now at this point, rich people, they can, depending on how, whatever the crime is, they can bail themselves out. And then, but most of the time for poor people, they just stay in jail, right, pre-trial, and they just in there the entire time. So in Illinois, which they're starting off January of next year, they're eliminating bail altogether. So what's going to it's going to be either you can't pay bail at all, or they're just going to let you free. And then some people are calling it the Purge movement because they haven't really, kind of like changed depending on what crime you committed. So they're saying like it could be even like 2nd-degree murder, and you could just be freed, and in the midst of before your trial takes place. So that's pretty much the new law that was established in Illinois. That makes sense, right? Did that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that law? And they calling it the Purge movement because they're thinking a lot of people, obviously, like depending on if it's someone that committed murder or close to like 2nd-degree murder or something like that, they're like that person could just be let free.
But who's to say they will? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a possibility, yeah. Like you got to look at both sides of it for sure. But are they really gonna? I don't know.
That's the letter of the law.
I just don't think. I think they'll try to put send a message with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like certain things, if it's real severe, they gonna lock you up. or maybe some things like if it's little drug things or whatever, weed or whatever, they might just let you go, or you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or if they just don't have enough evidence to keep you or whatever, I don't know. Like, I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Chicago crazy though, so
Man, that's
you
what I'm
can't
like.
just be letting
It's a
niggas who shooting at
crazy
niggas out
test subject.
because they gonna go shoot at the same nigga.
And I think I saw like during the press conference, he was like, "Yo, if somebody comes and like steals some of your property, don't call this type shit because we like only focused on like violent type crimes and shit like that." So they limited the scope of what you could actually, call the police for. Good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the police first and foremost. But yeah, especially in Chicago, bro. Like these niggas about to start going crazy.
They already go crazy.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's a crazy like test subject to experiment on, like in that city. I thought, but I mean, I guess they gonna figure out sooner than later if it's gonna work or not. So
Maybe they jail's getting overcrowded too, and they trying to like
they like we gotta let these niggas go.
find
till
a
they
way
trial.
to quietly not overpopulate them anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's
that sounds like
I would think that's the
viable
purpose of it.
reason.
Yeah, one of the main reasons, even though they didn't say that, but I think that would be it.
when does it go into effect?
January, I believe January 28th of next year.
So does that mean they're gonna let anybody who's in jail on bail for those certain crimes out after the law is passed? Like, say if you're on bail, you're in jail on bail for
On the 27th.
assault.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like, do you get to get out?
I think they still got to come. Yeah, I think they're still formulating the details, but to me,
It sounds like they're gonna be like, go.
I would
Yeah,
think
like,
they should
technically
be.
you have to be,
Yeah,
right? Because
I would think so.
it'd be against the law.
You probably have a trash lawyer to not get out of that case.
Yeah.
Man. Like, nigga, what?
So actually, January 23rd is when it actually will take effect.
That's the day before my birthday.
January 23rd, 2023.
And you gotta realize they talking about second degree murder. First
In
degree
regards
murder.
to what?
First degree murder is actually like revoking bail in situations like that.
But that was just one example. But like it's
That's
for
like
like
the
all.
highest tier though. That's the highest fucking offense I could think of. Like the other ones is little petty shit, like drug offenses, driving with DUI, like alluding. Like
So
you shouldn't have to pay. You shouldn't have to pay bail. I mean, I'm not saying you should. But I'm not saying you shouldn't. Like
I get what you're saying.
If you run away
for
from the
those.
police and you got to pay a fucking $10,000 bill,
Or
just 'cause
10%.
you didn't have fucking you didn't have a driver's license, you was scared what they was gonna do because you was black. That makes sense to me.
Drug induced homicide.
Yeah,
Kidnapping,
that's basically selling
burglary,
crack.
robbery.
Yeah,
Yeah, that ain't bad.
kidnapping though.
That ain't bad. I was trying to make money to feed my family, and that nigga overdosed on the drugs I gave him. I didn't cause that. I shouldn't have to pay to get out of jail for that. That makes sense. That's some.
But wait a second. But wait.
Tricky,
That's
boy.
But when
weird.
you
Yeah,
when you
that's
look
some
at
weird
kidnapping,
That shit
Yeah, don't
tricky.
put kid. Nah, I don't know about that.
Can we change that word?
It's a
Because
lot
it
of
be
shit
grown
going on.
ass people getting kidnapped.
Man,
You're a
man,
fucking
that bitch.
adult. I ain't kidnap you.
I ain't kidnapped.
The fuck?
It's a legal loophole, nigga. I ain't no damn kid.
Damn. Make me look like a pedophile. I am taking an adult. I am adult napping. Grown nap, nigga.
Oh
Shit.
shit. I ain't
Tired of
strong-
that word.
I ain't strong arm this little kid,
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying?
As a grown ass man, I'm strong
I had to
arm,
fight
nigga.
this big motherfucker. Shit. I'm wounded. The fuck? I'm tired and shit.
Nigga woozy in there.
Yeah. This is manual labor I just had to do here. Sir?
I feel accomplished.
Yeah.
This is gonna
That was a
downgrade
fight.
what I did, nigga.
Oh,
Fucking kidnap. Change that word.
hey man. I do got to say this about the law though. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's one of those tough things. I feel like the idea makes sense that they're trying to make it fair for people that are poor compared to that people who are rich, but it just depends on some of the crimes, like what they
I agree.
what they choose to let people off for, or what they choose to prevent someone from getting.
The extent of second degree murder. I don't know. I know first degree murder means you did that shit and you were involved. Second degree, I don't know if that means you're involved in the crime. or like you aided and abetted the person who committed the crime.
I ain't smart enough.
Oh no, I really care about shit like that because my brother is incarcerated.
It's when it's killing somebody without deliberation or premeditation.
Oh yeah, second degree. Okay,
But with malice, like you
Alright.
didn't really plan on doing that shit.
Yeah.
It
It was
impulsive,
It was
basically.
in the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I
So them
understand
niggas
that.
gonna be free on bail.
That makes
Or
sense.
don't even
If
gonna
they
have
got
no
a
bail.
Yeah,
if they got a
I
solid
understand.
defense, I understand that. If it's some shit that is like,
Playing this whole thing.
yeah, and the DAs and the niggas couldn't tell that this nigga look crazy, a little off. I'm good. I'm good. That's a bad
Yeah, look
rule.
like that.
That's a bad one.
Hey, let us move on to. Let's recap a little bit. So before we even get into our predictions for this upcoming week of the NFL season, let's recap what happened
God damn.
this past week.
All right, I'm ready to go. So, man, I just want to tell y'all, we gotta have patience as Niner fans. Okay, it's not often you get a guy who could sling that motherfucking rock. Excuse my language. The way Trey can. I wasn't the biggest believer in him last year. No. Because you show me somebody who's played as many high school games as I've played, and I get a little. I played 3 high school games. Nigga played 3 college games. He ain't did nothing. And then we traded up to draft this man. Like, but when I watch him in the system that we have, in the environment that Chicago had, Sunday, I got 2 takeaways. One, he did his motherfucking best, and it's gonna be a learning process. And 2, Justin Fields has been doing it longer than him with confidence, with like nobody like splitting time with him. So you've seen the, like you've seen both sides of that. Justin Fields, he kind of command the offense. They gonna roll or they gonna crash on Justin Fields. With Trey, he wasn't really sure. Like he wasn't sure if it was his boat, to drive yet. Like the defense, I swear, the first quarter, defense looked great. It's like we gave Trey 4-5 chances to just go down and score a field goal. That's all he had to do. We was keeping him off the board, but it was like once it got a little chippy and shy, the game fell apart and they couldn't hold it no more.
So you'd be okay with y'all not going to the Super Bowl this year?
No. I'm not saying that they don't have a chance to make the Super Bowl.
You're just saying be patient now.
Look. It's I give them a month. I want to see 4 solid games of him knowing that this is my job, and they're not gonna play me with Jimmy. Like that's trifling. To sign a backup to sign the starter as a backup and keep him on the team. Anybody in their right mind and be like, bro, this nigga finna come in as soon as I throw a pick and whoop. Like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to feel. But at the end of the day, you still got to perform.
Nah, he need that pressure.
You still got to perform. Yeah, it could have been right. You're gonna get pressure from any backup, but you're gonna get more pressure. You're gonna get more pressure from the backup, who is a starter, who is in my lifetime the only quarterback who's took my favorite team to the fucking Super Bowl.
Cap.
I mean, there's only 2.
Damn, this nigga whitewash.
There's only 2. It's only 2.
I ain't gonna lie. He just getting the same pressure Jimmy had last year. They drafted him number 3 overall, and Jimmy like, what the fuck? And he still went out there, went to the NFC Championship. So, Trey, this is supposed to be your team, nigga. Show me something. I'm sorry. We got a Super Bowl roster now. We got Debo for 3-4 more years. Kittle gonna be coming up soon. Ayuk gonna want his money. Like a lot of people gonna want Bosa gonna want his money. Like we might not have.
Too. Kittle not playing. That was big too.
That was big, but we might not have the collective talent this year that we might have next year. The team it could look totally different. So what I'm saying is, yeah, you're right. We got to be patient. We have no choice but to be patient. The nigga young, like we ain't never seen nothing. We got no choice.
I got.
But I don't want to be patient, bro. If we drafted him that high,
I got Super Bowl
show me something. And all the fan and every Niner fan was Trey Lance this. When Jimmy G was still winning for us, they wanted Jimmy G out of there.
Facts.
I love Jimmy. Like
Me too.
I got the nigga jersey at home right now.
Me
I
too.
was gonna throw it. No, I wasn't.
See,
But when I found out that they re-signed him, nigga, I put that motherfucker on immediately.
Highest paid
And smoked
backup
on some Trey
quarterback.
Pack.
I gotta apologize. To Cap. I ain't mean no disrespect when I say one of the only quarterbacks in my lifetime to take him to the Super Bowl. You know good and goddamn well that when the Niners went to the Super Bowl that time, I was a Baltimore Ravens fan. And any nigga that knew me
Still
my
are.
freshman and sophomore year, you know, good and goddamn well, Ray Lewis and Ed Reed was not to be fucked with, and nobody could have beat that team. I cared about the Niners,
I remember your Ravens beanies,
but
you
I
used to pull up in.
loved the Baltimore. That was when I first understood what football was, and I seen them niggas doing it, and you know, I felt like he had Jesus on it. At that time, I didn't know Ray Lewis was a murderer. Like, come on, there's a bunch going on.
Yeah, he hit that body quick.
I was blind to everything. He probably
fuck Ray Lewis.
he probably ain't even a murderer. He didn't do it. He was just involved.
Second degree.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I thought second degree was. That's what I thought second. I just thought he was there. I didn't know. How the fuck do I know? I don't be reading books and shit. Come on, man.
Free that nigga. You got practice.
Man, he got to go to work.
Here's what I got to say about the Niners. I feel like they put themselves in a tough situation. I'm one of those people that was saying we need, I'm not the biggest Jimmy G fan, so it's a little tough after this first week, though, I ain't gonna lie. But I will say this: if you're going with Trey Lance, you got to give him the opportunities. But the only problem is like we said, we believe the Niners have, obviously they have the talent to make it to the Super Bowl. This is right now. So now that you got a rookie court, pretty much
fucks it up.
And he needs more experience.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of gotta allow him to get that experience, but at the same time, you gonna have to make a decision quick. If they keep losing, especially losing games that they supposed to win. So to me, it's just one game, but it's like if this kind of keeps happening, let's say a month later, and the Niners is maybe 1-3, then it's like, okay,
I tell you what
should we do?
I tell you what,
1-3, you putting Jimmy in?
I am.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
What I'm comfortable with though, and I say is I'm comfortable with him skying that ball over the tight end. Game 1 of a rainy day in Chicago versus up 10 in the playoff game. I want him to learn now. I would appreciate him to learn that.
Who's
now.
to say he gonna learn it now?
Because
accuracy.
You right, but nah, it's like if I could throw it that far, then I can make it intermediate. Like I can't really relate to everybody, but I can relate to quarterbacks. I can relate to people that throw the ball and put the ball in positions.
Jimmy's more accurate than Trey Lance.
We don't have to throw it 70 yards every throw. We got to learn how to hit him at that distance. That's all we got to learn. We ain't got to learn. We ain't got to have the most strength and get it Pat Mahomes deep. I just got to hit him at 25 yards. If he could do that, I got all faith in him because he got rocket arm. He could let it go.
He had one good throw yesterday.
Yeah, I seen him. I think it was to Uke.
If I'm not yesterday. Was it to IU?
I think so. It was like a Sleem. Oh Jesus.
Two defenders. I don't know. He threw it. One time he threw it right before the defender was finna get there. I was like, okay, I see the potential.
One of my big takeaways is his lower body. When he throws the ball, he's never like set. He's always like on one foot. His left foot is always planted, but his right foot is like I don't like that. Like I need a solid base when you go to release that ball. It's like I don't know. It's like he out there trying to throw curveballs, and I don't like it. He out there aiming the football, but he should just be throwing it. You know, like if you ever watch his balance, like his feet, they just I don't know. Something about it.
What about your Raiders, Reese?
Okay, so we're gonna start off with the positives, man. We're gonna start off with the positives, all right?
10 catches, 164 yards.
Yeah, you already know what that is. Devontae Adams, number one receiver. You know what I'm saying? It was great to have a number one receiver on the team. You know what I'm saying? I've never had one in my lifetime. Let me see what else. What are some other positives? I like the defense. They played good. We only gave up 24 points to Herbert and them boys. But our whole season is gonna be tied to the performance of our O-line, cause we got some youngsters over there, and we never really addressed that position in the off season, and it showed. Derek Carr was under a lot of pressure. He did miss a throw to Devontae Adams that turned into a pick. It would have been a touchdown if he threw it to him. But other than that, I'm not too mad. Like I said, it's the first week, the first game of the season. I think Derek Carr was a little too excited. He had his boy back. He had other weapons. So,
what was the running game? I didn't get to see the game. What was the running game like?
We ran it like 15 times, something like that. It wasn't too much running. You know what I'm saying? Carr threw the ball like 40 times. So But Josh Jacobs, he had like 5 yards of carry. Pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can run the ball a little bit more. Like I said, the defense looked good. Nate Hobbs is one of the best corners in the league. And hopefully we get our people back healthy. But that O-line, man, that right there is what's going to be. It might be what do us in at the end of the day. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to what happens the rest of the season. We got a tough division.
I could definitely see some things going right
Tough
for the
division.
Raiders, though.
I mean, I'm looking forward to this game on Thursday. I'm going to root for the Chiefs. You know
Who
what
they
I'm saying?
play?
The Chargers.
Let's
So
let's
we
start
need
the
everybody
predictions.
We need everybody to beat each
Who
other.
you got?
I'm taking Justin
I
Herbert.
got the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Derek Carr threw 3 picks. He
Coming out
fumbled
the
the ball
game
twice,
one.
and we still only lost by 5 points.
Patrick Mahomes threw 5. I don't even want to cuss no more today. 5 touchdowns.
Was that based on the
30 for 39?
the,
5
San Diego's
freaking
defense or more?
touchdowns.
'Cause I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, was that what Los Angeles did
Yeah.
The crazy
to y'all, or was it like y'all beat yourself?
I'm gonna just go back to the O-line again, bro. Like he just was out back there looking hella panicky. Like, and when Derek Carr get a lot of pressure, he kind of he doesn't realize that he can still run with his legs. So he kind of like hops around in the pocket. So yeah, it's definitely all down to the O-line. But you know, with those turnovers, we still only lost by 5. So I think the Chiefs, they look good. We're gonna see what they look like against a real defense though, because the Chargers got a really good defense. So it should be a good game. But I got the Chiefs.
He about to get 5 more of them bitches.
Turnovers.
I got Chiefs too.
Tutties. I ain't gonna lie. The Chiefs is probably gonna put up. Like he put up 5 touchdowns game 1 of the season.
That's
It's
Thursday.
scary to me.
Who they play?
The Chiefs or the Chargers.
Yeah. So
Nah, that's who did the Chiefs play?
Oh, they play the Cardinals.
yeah.
The Cardinals.
I don't care what
got
nobody
ran.
said. That offense is built for this man, Patrick Mahomes. He throwing underhand touchdowns.
No.
I think it gives them more chance.
like
to,
Steph
to throw
Curry.
the ball around.
It's so nice. I
You
just
build around
I
him.
just love it.
Yeah.
Like it just, if you build around enough to get him 5 touchdowns in the first game of the year.
He had 39 passes and had 30 completions out of that.
That's
Like,
amazing.
5 touchdowns, no picks.
Geno Smith.
Like,
You
was-
see that? And we got Herbert in that division, and I'm stuck with Carr.
Patrick
It
Mahomes,
sounded Aaron Rodgers-ish
man.
right there.
30 for 39 is not bad.
Who y'all got? Patriots or Steelers?
Oh, Steelers.
I don't care really. To
Steelers.
make a prediction,
Patriots look bad.
yeah, I'm not going
Who's-
against Mike.
Who's the home game? Who's home?
Let me see. I think it's
Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Patriots.
Pittsburgh.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, Pittsburgh.
I got the Steelers too.
And he bought them boys black Air Forces. Bought black Air Forces for Najee. What? Love it.
Najee did that?
Nah,
Oh.
Tomlin bought him for Najee in the team.
He hella funny for that.
Gangster. Only black head coach I'd want to work for.
That
Shit,
nigga from
only
HP?
black head coach I know.
Huh?
Man.
Shit.
He bought
Period.
Najee from HP.
No, he from Antioch, but he bought him. Wait, what?
I
Black
listened to
Forces?
his interview. He said he grew up in or was born in like the city type shit.
Swear to God.
But he was from all over. He's named Vallejo,
Yeah,
all different
homeless.
types of cities. Yeah.
Something like that.
But
Monday-
I got
That's
Steelers.
crazy.
They got Bears Packers.
Bears.
That's not
Bears.
right.
Ooh.
Packers, Aaron Rodgers, AR-12. They
Aaron
lost
Rodgers ain't
last
agreeing
week.
with his
I
wide
picked
receivers.
Aaron Rodgers last
My
week.
nigga
I'm
Pur-
going
he
Bears.
Can't catch the ball. He
My
can't
nigga
catch
As
the
soon as
ball.
bro dropped that shit, I said in my head, bro, he ain't never finna throw him another pass
My
this
nigga
game.
perked
The
30
first
Rodgers.
play of the game.
You can't drop that. Not from Aaron Rodgers, bro.
That would have changed the whole look of the game.
Yeah.
Bro. That would have been a touchdown.
I didn't even see the play y'all talking about. Somebody really
was
dropped it.
the
Like,
first-
it's that bad?
First play of the
Nigga.
game, bro.
He beat him deep. It was a 9 route. Beat him deep. Beat him.
Oh,
Touchdown. Ball. You know Aaron Rodgers gonna put it right there.
I don't
Like
know
you don't
how.
got to do much, but just leave your hands like this.
real magician.
Motherfucker dropped it. Rookie too.
Mm.
Pissed down his legs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Bengals Cowboys.
Bengals.
Ooh. Who you think?
I think the real debate is, do they score a touchdown this week?
I got
Yeah.
Bengals.
I got him scoring a touchdown this
All
week.
right.
'Cause
Who
Dak-
was the
Dak not
quarterback?
playing.
Cooper Rush.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Oh
they-
my God! Is he really a quarterback? That doesn't
Damn, they
even
might
sound
win.
like the quarterback's name.
He gonna get him a touchdown. He gonna throw like 2
Cooper Rush
touchdowns.
sounds like a
and a
running
pick.
back.
Cooper Rush.
Broncos Texans.
Oh,
Broncos.
AFC West. I'm gonna go with Texans.
Broncos.
Broncos.
Yeah.
Raiders, Cardinals.
Raiders.
Oh, we got the Cardinals Raiders. Let's go.
And I'm not saying that because they in the NFC West either. I really just think the Raiders better than them.
No, I need the Cardinals to lose.
I got Raiders. Got Raiders this week.
All right, don't let us down.
Man. Falcons, Rams.
Oh, Rams bounce back.
Got Rams.
I think they bounce back.
Falcons.
I can see the Rams this week. Cause man, you throwing no look picks, boy. You looking looking bad.
Boy.
Looking rough. You might want to bounce back.
The Commanders and the Lions.
I take the Commanders.
I got
Lions.
the Lions.
Yeah.
I just like that name.
Lions, O
I
line,
don't
great.
even know who on each one of these teams. I'm gonna go Commanders.
Nah, I can't
Go
bet against
Commanders.
Jamal Williams, man.
Go with them Lions.
Like the anime kid.
Niners, Seahawks.
Niner game.
I got the Niners.
Niners.
We doing this again? I feel like we always play the Seahawks.
Yeah,
At
nigga,
least
twice.
twice a year.
I'm just playing,
At
man.
least twice a
Hey,
year.
come bring the smoke, Seahawks, man. Twice a year. Once
That's
here,
what
once
Vernon
there.
Davis was saying back
I
then.
fucking hate them.
Nigga, he was getting smoked, nigga. He be
Remember
having
that
nightmares
catch?
of Cam Chancellor.
Remember that catch down the sideline?
He be having nightmares of Cam Chancellor,
That
boy.
catch down the sideline where he lost his life?
Cam Chancellor made him a businessman. Like, nigga, I can't do this
That
anymore.
nigga said, I feel like we play the Seahawks every week.
Shit was Cam Chancellor wasn't fair. Can we mention that real quick? Cam Chancellor was Nick Bosa at safety. Literally. Fucking Derrick Henry at safety.
Micah Parsons. Yeah.
You know what I'm like? No bullshit. Like, he
just
was out
bringing
there
the wood.
killing niggas.
Man.
It was scary.
And it just looked like he none of it affected him and his body.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
could just get back up like, oh, next
Yeah.
Who
Like, he
next?
had to be, like, a little retarded. I'm sorry. Because you know how special ed kids be like, they just
got
be
no
running
stop,
through walls
bro.
and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know that nigga took, like, the slower classes in college. He had to. That nigga had block classes. He had 2 English classes.
We got like 5 more games. We're gonna move through these ones. Panthers, Giants.
Giants.
That boy Saquon
Because I fuck with, fuck, how am I?
Jones?
Yeah, DJ. That's my boy. That's one of my
got
favorite
wheels.
That's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can laugh. I know it's
remember
funny.
You made that proclamation.
Y'all can laugh. I know it's funny, but he really one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league.
That's
hands
how I
down.
feel about fucking the backup to Geno Smith now. Fucking the white boy. Zach Wilson. I'm like, Zach Wilson could be nice, but
Gino played for the
You know,
Seahawks,
for
don't
the
he?
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Was Zach Wilson play for the
Jets.
Jets?
No, Zach Wilson's the backup for the Seahawks.
No, he's on the Jets. Zach Wilson is the
Oh.
number 1 pick from last year, right?
You said so. You talking about the white boy, Zach Wilson?
From BYU.
Yeah, he played for the Jets.
He played for Mo Salah in them.
He got drafted by them.
No.
The same year we drafted Trey Lance and
Didn't they just trade him though?
Nah, yeah, he first pick from last year. They ain't trading him.
I don't know about him. Let me see.
All right,
That's
let's
funny.
next?
Another one. Browns versus Jets. Actually, let me see.
Browns.
Browns.
The
I-
Browns.
No way.
The Browns. Boy.
Browns is gonna start off 2-0.
Yeah.
As long as they at least like 5 and 5 with Deshaun Jackson, or not Deshaun Jackson, what's his name?
Deshaun,
Watson come
yeah.
back, bro. They just gotta stay afloat.
My boy.
I got Browns.
My boy.
I got the
I ain't
Browns.
say it because of that. He a nice quarterback. He one of my
Man,
favorite
that's one of my
quarterbacks.
favorites. That's
He
my,
one of my
that's
favorites.
probably my favorite
Oh,
quarterback right now.
Goddamn white people. You know, God, I'm gonna be doing
They all
this
look the same.
for
It's
the rest
okay.
of my life. Yeah, y'all never gonna have a real identity to me. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Drew Lock.
Oh yeah, Drew. My God, I fuck with
I
Drew.
was thinking of Drew Lock.
I fuck with Drew
I was
Lock.
thinking of Drew Lock. I'm sorry.
He ain't one of my favorite quarterbacks, but I fuck with Drew
Zach
Lock.
Wilson. I don't even know who you are.
You just said his name. Like
So confident.
that's
dude.
the
I'm
that's the first
so
white
sorry.
quarterback that popped in his head.
Dude, I'm gonna meet him and I'm like, "What's up, my guy, Zach Wilson?"
Like, bro, I'm Josh Allen, bro.
Damn.
Colts versus Jags.
Colts.
Colts.
I think that's gonna be a tie.
I think no teams in the AFC South won, or one of them those divisions. No team won. They 2 of their teams tied, and then the other 2 teams just lost. So that division is trash.
Oh wow.
Dolphins, Ravens.
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 Wait, whoa.
Lamar Jackson got
No.
motivation.
Tua don't got it like that. My niggas-
I'm taking the Dolphins.
That's
I'm
an
taking
upset.
the Dolphins.
I like the Ravens. I like their defense.
I like the Ravens, but I'm taking the Dolphins.
That nigga Lamar trying to get paid.
Didn't he already get his money? He got his money.
I think he turned down $250 million.
He said he's not negotiating.
Oh, he want that
season.
1 million more, don't he?
He wants some. He wanted
He
Gary.
wanted
He want to be the
$1
highest
million
paid.
more?
He trying to get that Deshaun Watson money.
He wanted
He wanna
Gary.
be the highest paid.
Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson fucked it up for everybody. Or not really. He just got paid.
Nah, he deserve his money.
Yeah, he ain't fucking with nobody.
Man, he getting guaranteed money to be at the massage.
He fucked it up for the owner. You know?
This nigga wildin'. This nigga wildin'. I didn't go that far.
No,
Bucks versus Saints.
I got the Saints. They
Wow.
I got the Saints.
I'm not betting against Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm not
might
betting
take. I
against
might take
Tom.
the Saints.
I'm going Bucks.
I might take the Saints too. Bucks ain't look great.
And then Monday Night Football, we got Titans versus the Bills.
Titans. Oh
Bills,
shit,
for sure,
Bills.
Bills.
But that's gonna be a. Ooh.
Bills Mafia.
Imagine if, fucking what's his name? Derrick Henry played for the Buffalo Bills, bro. That'd be the nastiest 1-2 combo with him and Josh Allen. Like, nigga, I'm running a triple option all day. Nigga, we finna run option all day.
To the whole game.
Nigga,
Who gonna stop me?
it's gonna be like 7 nasty stiff arms a game, like from both of them.
And that's
The Bills.
our NFL predictions for the week.
The Bills might go undefeated. Damn near.
One last prediction though. I didn't even know about this fight until I looked this up or just seen like a commercial.
Yeah,
Canelo Triple G this Saturday.
I got Triple G.
Seeing how my girlfriend's Mexican, I'm gonna go with Triple G.
I like how you think.
That nigga hella funny.
She calls a rift in the
Man,
family.
the whole family.
It's the
is
trilogy.
just sick at this
That's
nigga.
hella funny.
You'll be like,
Whole
That's
family
hella
ready
funny.
to jump, you know.
get the fuck on. They were like, nah, I can't have it here.
I'm taking Canelo. I fuck with my
Facts.
Brown brothers.
Canelo.
I didn't know. What I didn't understand is Canelo fought Floyd at a really young age.
Mhm.
He thought he was ready. That's
I
his
didn't
fault.
know that.
Shit, got his ass whooped.
He did.
Uh-huh.
He got
Early
punched though.
20s.
He thought he was ready, and Floyd knew he wasn't.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
run it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Floyd was smart. I'm finna
Right.
whoop this nigga
I'm
early.
Exactly.
Early.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see
He's
that.
talking about, I already beat him.
Now I
nigga.
see.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, this who y'all worried about? Whooped him.
Look at the fight.
Man.
Look at the fight. Look what I did to that nigga.
Better YouTube that shit.
Look how I
Got
treated
Canelo
that
looking
He
silly.
wore his ass
Look how I treated
out.
that nigga.
That was
Yeah.
it wasn't even close.
That's what those
Shit,
boxers-
Maidana did better.
That's what they call learning
Mhm.
experiences for sure.
He had to fight Maidana again. Motherfucker thought Floyd was losing it. He like, hold
That's
on.
Crazy angles, nigga.
Yeah, Maidana was just fighting like a hood nigga. At some point,
With nothing to lose, nigga.
hit him in the back of the head, throwing
Man.
hammer fist,
Hammer fist, nigga.
fucking roundhouse kicks. Like, bro, what are we doing? You finna shoot? You finna shoot for a takedown, nigga? What are we doing here?
Nigga pull out the strap,
See.
nigga, man, fight.
Oh,
Man.
wait. What about the UFC fight over the weekend? Did you see that one? Hell no.
Nate and them?
Yeah,
I
Nate.
didn't.
Controversy.
I
seen
controversy.
highlights.
I seen other bro fight, the one that missed weight.
Chimaya.
Yeah,
He
Chimay.
was throwing that.
So
nigga
it's
all
crazy.
across the ring,
That dude was
nigga.
he was supposed to fight Nate.
I
and
seen. Oh, go ahead.
to see them two fight. I don't know. I mean, 'cause
Hamza would have
he
beat the
said
fuck
it was-
out of Nate. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know, bro. I don't know. Because when you think about it, he
Nah, I
did look
know.
like Khabib. He did look Khabib-ish, like he was a bulldog or whatever there. But when you think about
That nigga
Nate's
was playing Ringo on
career,
the Rosie with that nigga.
when you think about Nate's career, Nate's never been submitted.
Have
bro.
you seen Hamza fight?
I just watched him. He looked like
No.
a fucking murderer.
No,
I've seen
no.
it. I've never
You-
seen.
No,
I-
there's other ones. You
I
gotta
know,
watch.
but this nigga finished his fight in like a minute and 30 seconds and didn't get touched. I know what that is capable of. You don't have to show me numerous fights of the same result. I get that. But when it
Nate-
comes to
You're not getting
Stockton,
it.
California,
Nate
And it
fought
comes-
Tony Ferguson, and he had lost 4 in a row.
yeah, T.
And
Ferguson
he beat him
just
with the 4th round. Like I like.
he wasn't
Hosmer's
even
chance
fucking with him.
against Nate,
They
like,
wasn't
for
even
sure.
fighting. If you watch that whole fight, you know they wasn't even fighting the whole time. The first round, it was over.
Y'all
Nick-
see when he flinched at, when
they
he flinched
wasn't-
at the fan?
Who?
Yeah.
Nate?
that nigga spilled his beer all over
That
the
shit
place.
was hilarious.
I ain't
did
gonna
the
lie
same
to you,
thing,
bro.
nigga.
Hamza
Oh.
don't-
beating the fuck out of Nate Diaz, and I
I
ain't
know.
I-
If he come in with that
you don't
energy,
know.
I
You
love
clearly
to
don't.
see it.
You clearly don't.
I
It's not
want
a.
to see it
It's not. He'll beat the fuck out
because
of
that
Nate.
shit looked. I like. I
Because
like
Nate
when
didn't
people
even
got
look
that
good
energy.
against Leon.
I think Hosmer got a good chance against Connor. I think that might be an ugly fight. So
Hamza ought to beat the fuck out of Conor.
Yeah, so
he
I
way
think
too
him
big.
fighting Nate is gonna be it's gonna be close to the same.
He too big for Nate. Like
Nate
Hamza
got it.
fight at 185. He can go up and weight. You don't get it.
That's why
He's
he missed
dropping
weight.
weight to fight.
That's why he was 15 over.
7.
That's still
He
hella.
he tried to go. When he first started fighting, he was going between 170 and 185. He was going up and down fighting at both. Like he's that like he like that, bro. It's no game. It's no game. Yeah. Ground game, hands, like stand up. He like that. He knocks shit out or he will submit you, choke you out.
I want to see it.
Nate, Nate bleed easily. He gonna punch Nate one time and Nate just gonna open up. Easy.
He ain't got the best defense either.
Nah,
you know what I'm
that
saying?
unorthodox shit. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's unpredictable.
If Nick can beat Nate,
and you can't tell they can't really tell what, like when you looking at Nate's face, you can't really tell if he's tired or not. You don't know what he.
I can tell when he beat up,
nigga.
You could tell when his face
eyes.
is stuck, yeah, but you can't really tell what's in the.
That's
tank.
what the judges go off of.
Facts.
So if that shit
We'll
go to
see.
decision, he lost.
We'll see. I guess we won't now. Because his career is over.
I didn't want to see it, to be honest.
even
I was
know
glad
Dana-
that he missed that weight.
I don't know how Dana gonna treat Osman after that shit.
That was some bitch ass
He was
shit.
really not tripping. He was like, "Hey, fuck, I missed weight. All right, fuck
Yeah,
it."
he
So
can't do
I don't
that.
even know how that's gonna work with his future in the UFC.
That was a 170. No, he was trying to make 170, right?
I think so.
Because then he gonna go up. He just gonna fight at 185.
They're gonna fight,
and then just stay
Usman,
there.
one of them niggas.
Yep. Leon or something. I want him to fight Leon. Beat the fuck out of Leon.
Before we move on, let me say this. I got Triple G. I got Triple G too. And then we're going to do a spotlight section. So this is the first time we ever did this. Like just 1 to 2 minutes, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to talk about. This is like a totally like new segment.
Man, you should have just ran that by me.
Yeah.
I ain't got 2 minutes of material right
or
now.
1 minute. It could be just whatever you want to talk about. You got a story time too?
I'm hungry. I'm whole. At work.
But I can start it off. I just got mine's real quick. Just got to say this. Matter of fact, this could just be our closing words then too. Closing words. But one thing I got to say, you know what? Shout out to Biden. He got rid of these student loans. So I got to shout out to Biden.
That's at least 20 racks, man. God damn.
Man. That's 10. That's 10 for me that he's taking off. So, hey, I got to say shout out to Biden. Other than that, make sure y'all taking care of y'all mental health. Make sure that y'all staying creative. Make sure y'all focus, you obviously letting your loved ones know that you love them, you there for them. And, that's where I'm at right now. I'll pass it on to whoever.
Man, stay hyphy, man. Real Bay niggas in here, man. Real Yee podcast Bay niggas in here, man. From the town to the V to the city to the Rich to the Burke to Hayward, wherever you from, San Leandro, it don't give a fuck. Bay niggas stand up. My Bay, I ain't gonna call y'all bitches. My Bay women stand up, you feel me? I respect y'all, you feel me? Even though y'all don't respect us, you little man, let me not, you feel me? You little butterface bitch. I'm just kidding, but yeah, we feel we going crazy. We real hypey in here. We chilling in here. I don't like how Meech got the little Laker sweater, but we gonna let that slide. You feel me? RP DMX, you feel me? RP Dre, RP all the Bay legends. You feel me?
Rest in peace, Bill Russell too.
RP Bill Russell,
real Bay Area legend. Rest in peace,
you feel me?
Bill Russell.
But yeah, we just gonna keep it smooth. We gonna keep it cool. You feel me? We gonna keep it wavy. We gonna keep it everything.
Keep it wavy. Hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just everything that he said. You know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying? And all I gotta add to that is just stay, like he said before, stay in the present, stay in the moment, and just be the best version of yourself. Be the best version of you that you could be today. That might still be a shitty person, but be the best version of that shitty person today. All right, let's just keep working, keep moving, and keep getting to this paper.
Yes, sir. Bag chasing.
That part. And you young individuals out there, stay out the streets, man.
Stay out the streets.
Man.
The streets don't love nobody.
Nobody. I got some young niggas in my corner right now. I never thought I'd be fucking mentoring and tutoring.
Got you stressed out. nigga.
Y'all young niggas is
You
wild.
you unk now.
I'm
King.
definitely OG.
You
I
unk
feel
now.
it's wild. I'm hey, well, you did just the decisions y'all made. I done been there. I done made them.
Don't nobody ever better call me unk.
Go
Fuck
ahead
that.
and save your money.
I'm still in my 20s.
Other than
nigga.
my literal nieces, everybody
Yeah.
else.
Literally.
You call me unk, I'm gonna square up with you.
And shout out to them pretty bitches too.
Man, bro, fuck that.
That's it. Shout out to them
Cause they
pretty
be thinking y'all had pretty girl privilege and shit like that. Nah, fuck that. That's the situation that happened with me. She took my tug, bro. No, I ain't even gonna talk about it. I ain't even gonna talk about it.
Hey man, tune in to the Yee podcast, man. This the first one. Appreciate everybody watching. We the Yee podcast. We out.
Subscribe, like all of that stuff, man. We need y'all, to
Oh yeah, if y'all got
Continue
any
to grow.
topics for us, send it our way. We'll talk about it. We out.
Vallejo.
Yeah.